let's just first talk about Super Bowl here at Trump's, because I know every year, annually, you have a huge party.
Sure. Well, we do every year, and we like to benefit the Providence Little Company Mary Foundation, which, of course, has such a big presence for all of us in the community here in the South Bay. And this year, it's bigger and better than ever. We're going to include gaming tables, large projector TVs. We're going to have DJ with live music. And we're going to have, for those who were here last year, admittedly, the food could have been a little better. This year, we're going all out with a sushi station, with a Smokehouse Texas barbecue station, with a pasta station, with a fajita station, with a dessert action station, so you can make some of your own with some ice creams, etc. It will be a party unlike any other.
I'm just going to say, this is going to be like the ultimate Super Bowl party this year.
Well, and you know, I don't want to wait to the end of the interview to say this. You, of course, and Mark are invited, so I know that we're supposed to,
Thank you.
Exactly. We're not supposed to talk about, Mark's behind the camera, but please, Mark,
really
please come. Right.
Okay, now also people can come early, they can golf, and then they can enjoy the festivities as well, is that right?
They can indeed. Interestingly, Super Bowl Sunday isn't a big golfer's day. It's not like a Father's Day or a day after Thanksgiving, and it's taken me some years to realize that. To me, it seems like a perfect day to come out and golf in the morning and then enjoy the game in the afternoon. So we have a couple of promotions going. It is only $150 plus a city tax to come out and play anytime that day. Just when you book your tee time, mention the Super Bowl promo. But also, if you want to do the golf and party, it's only $199. Now, remember, tickets to get in are $85 after February 1st, $75 before February 1st. So it's a great deal for the golfers out there.
It's a great deal, and I know that it gets booked up very quickly as well, so people need to call soon.
It will help. Yeah, it certainly will. And of course, people can walk up and buy tickets, but it's if you want to save your $10, book in advance by going online at trumpgolf.com, and you can book your tickets there and get them all set. We've already been selling quite a few of them. We're really excited. We've like I said, we've had some good parties in the past, but this one is going to be spectacular.
Okay, now it doesn't hurt that the two teams, Green Bay and Pittsburgh, have huge fan followings, now does it?
Well, they do, and if you think about the history of the franchises, and it's hard to bet against Roethlisberger because he's got the experience, but what a great coming out party for Aaron Rodgers with the Brett Favre controversy with promoting Aaron Rodgers. So it's really as good of a matchup as I think there could have been.
It is, and the Steelers going for lucky number 7. That's just, it's crazy, isn't it?
For those of us Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, I know it's kind of random. I'm here in LA. It gets frustrating to hear they're going for 7, but yeah, it is exciting.
You're talking to a Dallas Cowboy fan that's going to have to endure the fact that Pittsburgh may win their 7th in my stadium, so please, I understand how you feel. Oh my gosh, and probably the best Super Bowl ever was the 35-31 game 20 years ago, whenever that was, when I think the Cowboys are... Pittsburgh won. I think Pittsburgh won 35-31. So against the Cowboys. We got our revenge actually in the 90s, but yes, it's not been a good road many years for the Steelers and the Cowboys. Now, did you grow up a Tampa Bay fan? I grew up a Miami Dolphin fan, and so the Rams left Los Angeles, and I needed another NFC team. So simple as that. So I then moved to Tampa, and I glommed on to the Buccaneers. So I like sticking with my team. So it's Tampa NFC and Miami AFC. All right, so we have to ask you, because we're going to ask everybody, of course. So are you rooting for Pittsburgh or Green Bay? I'm rooting for Green Bay. I mean, not that Pittsburgh isn't a small market, but I like rooting for, Green Bay would be considered an underdog market, so that's why I'm rooting for them. And can you believe that Green Bay is actually picked to win 2.5 over Pittsburgh? This is shocking to me when I heard this morning. And I don't, only because I think the intangible may come down to the moxie of the quarterbacks. And no disrespect to Aaron Rodgers, but Roethlisberger's been there before, and that is an intangible that none of us can relate to. All right, well, lots of intangibles and lots of guarantees, and that's what people will have fun here at Trump's on Super Bowl Sunday, so we will be here and enjoy. Well, they certainly will. If I can give you a quick story, you talk about intangibles. Tom Brady was in about 1.5 years ago. Okay. And he had been here a couple years before, or a couple times before, and you don't know if they're going to recognize you or not. I, of course, said hi to him and greeted him both times he was here previously. He comes into the shop and immediately gives me this big man hug. Hey, David, great to see you. And as my staff could tell you to this day, they said it was the most awkward thing between two guys they've ever seen, because I just wasn't expecting it. So I'm like, hi, Tom, or Mr. Brady, or whatever I'm supposed to call you. So anyway, for those of you NFL fans out there, it was a moment, but it was an awkward one. It's funny. Football players are huggers, I got to tell you. Well, they are. Maybe from patting each other on the fanny or holding hands in the huddle, But I'll tell you, Tom Brady is terrific. super guy and a great player. So we'll miss seeing him in the Super Bowl. Yeah, we're going to have to get more of these guys out here, I think. I agree. Right? I agree. But they love to golf. Football players love to golf. Well, that they do. And, they must all live in the South in the wintertime in their off season, because that's the only place they have to play golf. But the party here is going to be just super terrific fun, and just people can expect great service and terrific food and a great time with lots of different things to do.